We are only 1 week and 2 days into the semester, and I am already ready for a 3-day weekend. I feel like this week has gone really well. I'm definitely still adjusting. On each reading, I still really enjoy it. I'm just so glad I'm finally at this point because I do feel like it's going to start moving fast again. Good morning and welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to early Friday morning. It is just a little bit past 6 o'clock. I'm tired. It's been a long week. It's been a really good week. The last time I vlogged was over the weekend when we did all of this, decorated for autumn. So yeah, I've now had a full week. Well, almost a full week since the semester started. I'm not quite yet through my first like full week, 5 days of a normal like week in a semester. I cannot get my words out yet this morning. The semester has been going for a week from yesterday as I'm filming this, but it's still Friday, so I still haven't yet finished a complete Monday through Friday of the semester. Yeah, and today's not even going to be a full day. It's a holiday weekend this weekend, so the English department closes at 3 o'clock on the Friday before a holiday Monday. I have a meeting scheduled for 2:30 that's probably going to go past 3 o'clock, so I will be working past 3 today, but hopefully we'll still be finished a little bit early. Work-wise, task-wise, I'm doing really good on teaching stuff. I do think there's some things that need to be graded and some work that needs to be done today, but I think going forward Fridays are going to be a pretty chill day. Like it's the day after teaching, so I feel like I don't really have to worry about lesson planning for next week. Today, that can wait until well, not Monday because it's a holiday, but that can wait until Tuesday and Wednesday next week. So yeah, it's nice that we have this holiday weekend already, but it's also like I'm still figuring out what my new routine is going to be. So far this week, the morning I have been trying to get some of my work done before I sit down and start teaching work. Today I'm going to Whole Foods as well, but I kind of knew that and accounted for that earlier in the week. So if you're new here, by the way, I'm so tired and it's still so early. I don't know what I'm doing. Hi. Welcome if you're new here. I'm Andrea. I'm a full-time writing instructor and a part-time content creator and indie author about to publish her 8th novel. Welcome back if you're one of my lovely returning friends. It is great to have you all here. So yeah, if you're new here, I'm a full-time writing instructor, but my schedule is very flexible. So I will sometimes work a little bit more earlier in the week so that I can work a little bit less on Friday. So yeah, I have a bit of time, like at least an hour before mom is going to get here, probably more like an hour and a half. So I have a vlog to edit for Monday, which is the Decorate for Autumn with Me vlog. I did start editing that vlog earlier this week, but I want to try to finish it today so that this weekend I can edit this vlog, and then next week I don't have to do any vlog editing during the week. I'm trying to be strategic with everything. But yeah, there have been some book project updates, and there will be some book work that we do in this vlog, so stay tuned. We'll talk about that later. I may have started proofreading. The cover's not done. Let me just say that right now. The cover's not done, but I'm switching back to proofreading. I will explain why later. So yeah, I'm gonna grab myself just a bowl of cereal and maybe a glass of orange juice and sit down on the couch and probably just put on some relaxing music on YouTube, and I'm just gonna try to get as much vlog editing done this morning before Whole Foods as possible. I'm pretty much ready for Whole Foods. I've already done hair and makeup, not that I do much for Whole Foods, but like I'm already ready up here to go out. I just need to change, but I've laid out my outfit and all of that. So I'll just need like 10 minutes to finish getting ready to leave. So I'm gonna wait until Mom texts me to tell me that she's on her way. And then we will go to Whole Foods and see if they have any more fun autumn stuff out. They started putting it out last week, so I'm hoping there's a little bit more this week, and that would make me very happy. But yeah, the sun is still coming up. It's just, I think it's up. It's definitely up, but I think it's cloudy. I know it's cloudy, but I think it's cloudier over along the eastern horizon because I'm not seeing that much sun compared to what I normally see at this time of day. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Too tired to go for a walk. So I'll probably be doing yoga or something later today as well. Fridays are definitely a gentle movement day. I need to shut up and go start editing, but I was in so much pain yesterday after teaching. I'll give you the full teaching update later. It went really well, but I was in a lot of pain last night. So today, a little bit of yoga, a little bit of walking around Whole Foods. It's probably gonna be all my body can handle. But yeah, welcome to the vlog. Get comfy, get cozy. I'm now gonna go do some editing. Okay, I have not finished editing. Oh, Mom's here. I'm vlogging. Say hi. Hi. Mom hasn't been in the vlogs in a little while.
She got her fall stuff up.
I knew she was going to comment on that. She knew I put it up. Yeah, so I have got most of the vlog editing done. I just need to add music. So if I have to do that this weekend, that will be easy. The hardest part of vlog editing is done. It's really cloudy out. Like there's blue sky in parts of the sky and then like rain clouds in other parts of the sky. Mom called me as she was driving in saying that she'd driven through some rain. So I've thrown an umbrella into my grocery bags. So if it does rain on us, I will have an umbrella. But yeah, now we're gonna head out to Whole Foods. I've got a flashing battery light. That is always the way this works. So I will need to swap out the battery. But yeah, it's still fairly early and it's still pretty cool, probably because of all the clouds. So it should be decent for going to Whole Foods. I think Mom is ready to go and will be about to start yelling at me to stop vlogging. So I'm gonna do that before she yells at me and we will go to Whole Foods. It feels so nice out here.
Yeah.
Like it's still warm, but it's breezy and it's cloudy and it's not that humid despite the rain clouds we can see. Oh my gosh. It's a sign of what's coming.
It would be awesome. Yeah, stay this way.
Yeah, like I just want it to,
But that'll
yeah.
be October.
October, yeah. October this will be the norm. But right now we're enjoying it while it lasts.
Something that we're trying for our bottles. It's maple cinnamon on oat milk.
Ooh, okay. Foods. Here's Mommy. I was over at the house earlier this week and we were talking about how I haven't vlogged at the house. Mom hasn't been in the vlogs in a while. I was asking if she'd seen, I can't remember which vlog I was asking her about, but I was asking her if she'd seen a certain vlog, and she's like, no, I haven't watched that one. And I can't remember exactly how it came up, but basically she implied she only watches the vlogs that she's going to be in.
I was joking. Did Andrea get my good side?
So I need to vlog over at the house. Maybe when I come over on Monday, since it's a holiday Monday. And we're gonna roast a chicken in the morning and do
Actually, we've got all day.
a fancy.
It's
oh yeah.
a holiday, so we don't have the time of use.
Ooh, could we do
So we could bake.
Could we do Yorkshire puddings
I'm sure we can do that.
with the roast chicken
Yeah.
instead of a Sunday roast, Monday roast? So yeah, I'll try to vlog that in the next vlog. But yeah, we're done at Whole Foods. It's still a bit cloudy and like rainy in bits.
Look at it coming down.
Yeah, it's coming down straight ahead, but then it's all like blue sky to the south. But there's still
There's a
some rain
patch
clouds.
down.
I don't know if I can show you out there,
Creek area.
but yeah, up north it's raining a bit.
Have you taken Tamsin to Cave Creek?
So we might have to do that. Might have
Good
to.
idea.
There's just not a whole lot up there as far as like shops and stuff.
Oh yeah, there are.
Are there? Well, there's probably more now. So
Did you never actually go shopping?
I mean, it's been
It's a touristy area, so
like a decade since I've been up there.
maybe,
Cave Creek or Carefree?
Maybe you need a tour guide.
Maybe I do need a tour guide.
Cave Creek has
Cave Creek.
yeah. There's a really good Mexican restaurant there, which has
Well, I know there's good restaurants
a
up
pond
there.
inside, and you can sit. El Encanto, and that was the name.
I know there's good restaurants up there, but I didn't think there was really that much shopping.
I know you don't really like Mexican, but Tamsin does, doesn't she?
I think so.
Why don't you go to that Mexican place in
Well, Tamsin will add it to the list. I feel like the list of things to do with Tamsin is getting a mile long.
Tamsin, you better be here for a couple months because you won't have enough time to do anything.
I mean, she's the one who said she could only stay for 2 weeks.
Well, you know, those silly jobs, they get in the way.
They do. She'll just have to come back. Anyway, yeah, it's so weird because it is like completely clear out this side, and now it's like still stormy a bit. Not stormy, but rainy over the mountains.
Yeah.
So Mom's about to drop me off. So at least I'm getting home before it starts getting really hot, because it's definitely warmer than when we went into Whole Foods, but it's still not that bad outside. My watch says it's only 90. Only 90.
It felt really nice.
Mom's car says it's only 88 outside. So I like.
What's wrong with today?
I cannot. I'm so excited, and I know it's coming, but I cannot wait until 88 is the high for the day. Like, that's still air conditioning weather. It's not winter, but
when it's 88, the thing is that when it's 88 for the day,
most of a good portion of the day is still in the
it's way
70s.
under that, yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get to be 88 for maybe about an hour. And
Yeah,
then it's
most of the day is the mornings and the evenings are beautiful, and most of the day is pretty nice. So, and that is coming. Like, it's still technically August as I'm filming this. It's August 30th, but it's basically September. I think the average high for September is like 100, but the average low for September I think is like 75. So the morning lows are about to start getting nice again. And then October, the average high is like 90, 91, 92. Maybe it's 95, but it's definitely lower. So like, it's close. It's getting close. It's just another like 4 weeks before things will start getting really nice again. But I'm talking about the weather again, which is always a sign I need to move along. I'm obsessed with it, but I feel like most of you are like, oh my gosh, she's talking about the weather again.
So fast forward.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna finish chatting with Mom, and she's gonna drop me off, and then I need to get to grading and do some teaching work, and enjoy the rest of my oat milk latte that I got at Whole Foods. Oh my gosh. You know, the latte I got at Whole Foods was full caffeine. It doesn't feel like it. I am so tired. It's been a good day. I feel like I have to keep reminding myself of that. It's been a good day. Nothing bad has happened today. It's just like, it's nearly 1 in the afternoon. I need to get something to eat because I'm hungry now too. So I'm tired and I'm hungry. If I was a toddler, I'd be having a full-on tantrum meltdown right now, but I'm an adult and I guess I have to behave like one. Since getting home, I've been getting a lot of work done, and I have managed to cross off some things. I have one other thing. I've got some grading to do, and I've got some admin to do. So I'll probably do the grading first because the admin could be done, and it's not the Monday announcement I need to do, it's the Tuesday announcement because there is no class and work and emails and whatnot going out on Monday. Like, we are only 1 week and 2 days into the semester, and I am already ready for a 3-day weekend. But no, I had some personal admin that had to be done as well. So that's done. That was something that was not supposed to be part of the plan today, but that's done. So now I have the rest of grading to do. I've got some grading to do in my business writing class, and I think that's the only thing I have any amount of grading for, because my some of them have already turned in stuff. Okay, I've got a late paper and I've got 2 early submissions in one class. Let me check my other classes. Yeah, I've got some other. These kids, yeah, wow. These kids, they are so on it. Like, they are just on it. So, but those I could wait until Monday if I can't get to them, or Tuesday. It's not working Monday. I could wait until Tuesday for those if I needed to. So I've got rough drafts for my business writing students, and just feel like my list keeps getting longer, and discussion board posts. So I've got that grading to do, and then my brain keeps buffering. Like, I literally can't hold a thought for more than 10 seconds. Grading and discussion board posts are the most important things, but also prepping the announcement for Tuesday, because I hadn't done that. I'd started, before the semester started, I'd prepped. I don't think I have. Actually, let me check. Because maybe no, because that's week 3. I don't think. Oh, wait. That looks correct. So I might just need to double check these and make sure they're correct. But I might be more ahead than I thought. So yeah, I've got grading and admin stuff to do. And then in about 30 minutes at 1:30, I have a Zoom meeting with a student to talk about honors projects. And then at 2:30, I have a meeting with some other instructors that we're on like a committee thing for. So we're doing our first like meeting as a group for that. So, and then I'd love to log off once that's done, because it is early release for a holiday weekend, but there's work that I want to get done before I log off. Like, I really want to get these rough drafts graded. They're only graded on completion. I give detailed feedback if they email me the Google Doc version. I don't give feedback in what they submit for their grade, because not every student looks at the feedback I give them. So I make them go to an extra step if they want my feedback. So grading those rough drafts should not take that long. So I'm hoping to get those done before my meeting with my student, and then between when my meeting with my student ends, because that should only be like 10-15 minutes at the most. So it should give me then about 45 minutes or so before the meeting with my colleagues. So if I can grade the rough drafts before meeting with my student, then after the meeting with the student, I can read through the discussion board posts and do any replies in there that I want to do. And then that'll probably be it. I'm gonna go make myself some toast because I'm hungry, and grab a hoodie because I'm feeling a little bit chilly because the air conditioning is like blowing down on me. But that's great because it means I get to bundle up in a hoodie. I've got my oak and leather candle burning. It's making me feel very cozy in my little office here. But yeah, it's been a very busy morning and midday, and I've been really feeling very, very scattered. I'm starting to worry about if I'll be able to do much work later today on book stuff. I might have to just get some good sleep tonight and catch up to where I had wanted to be over the weekend, and like take advantage of the Monday holiday to get farther ahead on like proofreading and stuff, because I just don't know. My brain feels not good right now, basically. I'm really, really, really struggling to think and to focus. So yeah, this afternoon is going to be fun because I do have some focus work as far as teaching is concerned that needs to be done. So I'm gonna go get some toast, and I'm gonna get some water because I don't have my water on the desk. I've just had the coffee leftovers. I poured the plastic cup from Whole Foods into a mug. So toast and water, and then I will try to get back to work. We'll see how successful I am. Okay, it's now pretty much 5 o'clock. I have worked later than I wanted and later than I needed, but I have gotten a lot of work done, and I'm now in a really, really good position for Tuesday next week. Monday is a holiday, so I don't have to work on Monday. But yeah, I'm feeling good. It's been a good like first full week, because we started on a Thursday, so like last week wasn't a normal week, whereas this was the first like normal week of doing office hours on Wednesday, you know, working from home Monday through Wednesday, office hours at home on Wednesday on Zoom, teach office hours and teaching on campus on Thursday, and then like a normal-ish Friday. I think the big difference today is I had a meeting with a student that I won't normally have on Fridays, and I had the meeting with my colleagues, which did run a little bit long, and so then that put me a little bit behind on just getting the last bits wrapped up for the week. But I've done everything that I wanted to do today. So that's good. So yeah, and I feel like this week has gone really well. I'm definitely still adjusting. Still adjusting to how I feel. My body is still adjusting to the new schedule and being a bit more active each day. I'm still adjusting and like figuring out what my new routine is going to be as far as like when I work on different things. But yeah, I'm optimistic, cautiously optimistic. It's, you know, it's another semester. It is what it is. This is just the nature of what I do. I choose to do, I always have to remind myself, like, I have my job and I love my job. My job is what pays the bills and all of that stuff. And I do genuinely enjoy what I do, especially like this semester. These students, I'm just so blown away. They just seem so engaged and so interested, and I can't wait to see how the rest of the semester unfolds. Like, I feel like they're going to really challenge me, but in the best way possible, if that makes sense. So like, that's really, really cool, and I'm excited about that. And I've now completely forgotten where I was going with that statement. I'm gonna watch this back as I'm editing it and be like, no, I know exactly what I was trying to say, and now I can't remember. Like, I'm definitely still adjusting. It's been an exhausting week. I feel like today, physically, I'm not that great. Mentally, the brain fog is really bad. I've been able to focus on tasks. I've gotten a lot of grading done. I've gone through some of the discussion boards, the 2 discussion boards that I needed to go through. I was able to kind of follow things in my meeting and had a great discussion with the student who came to the meeting on Zoom. Really excited for the project that they were pitching. But like, as it got closer to 5 o'clock, I just could feel I can feel it's 5 o'clock on Friday. It's been a long week and I am done. So yeah, I'm having to kind of remind myself that I have gotten a lot of work done this week, and I've made progress on a lot of things. And you know, it goes back to the whole progress, not perfection, and making small progress every day. I could easily focus on everything I didn't get done this week, but that would just not be a good idea. So I really just need to focus on everything that I did get done. And I need to focus on the positives. Like, teaching on Thursday really did just go so well. I am so excited for these students, and I just can't wait to see what they do and how we work together throughout the rest of this semester. And I know there's going to be moments where their energy dips, where my energy dips. There's going to be classes that just don't feel like they're as energetic, and things aren't, you know, connecting as well as these first 2 weeks have gone, and that's normal. But overall, I'm feeling really optimistic about the semester. Physically, I have been struggling. Like today, last night as I was going to bed, I was in a lot of pain. Even though I feel like yesterday on campus, I was managing my energy output a little bit better. Like, I was pacing myself a little bit better throughout the day. I feel like first day of classes, I just kind of got really swept up with things, and I wasn't pacing myself and managing my energy output as well as I could have. And my activity stats on my watch, like comparing the first day to yesterday, there was definitely a difference. The first day was way higher, but as far as pain levels go, I feel like I was in just as much pain yesterday as I was last Thursday. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to kind of keep an eye on and try to do more to manage. Today, the pain levels haven't been as bad. Like, sitting here right now, I'm not feeling that terrible, so that's good. But yeah, it's going to be a challenge. It's a challenge every semester, and I feel like every semester I forget how much of a challenge it was the semester before. Just every semester is an adjustment, and it's not adjusting back into how I was the previous semester, because every semester my schedule is a little bit different. And when I'm teaching a lot on Tuesday, I have to treat that differently than when I'm teaching a lot on Thursday, or like I think last semester my schedule was Tuesday and Thursday, the approach to that schedule is very different. Like with teaching on Thursdays now, I have to be more mindful of my energy levels on Monday through Wednesday. Whereas when I taught on Tuesdays only, it was just Monday that I had to be careful of, and then Wednesday through Friday was recovering from Thursday. Whereas I do think it's possible that this semester it will be a little bit better teaching on Thursday, because it means I just have to kind of be mindful of how much I do on Friday, and then I have the weekend to just kind of relax. I'm also still figuring out how my personal project work routine is going to work. I'm still waking up early in the mornings. I'm still waking up at 5:30. I'm going for a walk most days, but even after going for a walk and coming home and like taking a shower and getting cleaned up, I usually still have an hour before I need to start teaching work for the day. So that hour can be spent resting, and then I do personal work after 5 o'clock, or that hour can be spent doing book work, and then I can rest starting at 5, or I maybe only work on personal stuff from 5 to 6 and then have the rest of the evening off. So I'm still playing with all of that. Like yesterday I managed to do some proofreading before I went to campus to teach. This morning I did some vlog editing before going to Whole Foods. I do need to try to be better about doing more vlog editing during the weekends so that I don't have to do as much on weekdays. So like the vlog I was editing this morning is for Monday, and so if I can get that finished and get this vlog finished by Sunday, then I don't have to do any vlog editing the rest of the week. And then if I vlog 2 days during the week next week, then both of those vlogs can be edited next weekend. So I'm trying to stay ahead as far as like vlogs are concerned, so that I can still do 2 vlogs a week, but that I'm not spending weekday time doing. There are certain things that I'm more willing to do on the weekends. I don't mind vlog editing on the weekends. I don't mind writing on the weekends. Proofreading, like book work, certain book work tasks I don't mind doing on the weekends. But like coaching business stuff, I'd rather do that on the weekdays. So stuff on LinkedIn, stuff related to my website, things like that feel like more weekday tasks. Whereas the creative stuff feels more fun and it feels more relaxing. And so those things I don't mind doing on the weekend because they don't feel like work. Things that feel like work I prefer to do on weekdays. I don't know why. But as I mentioned just a moment ago, I did do some proofreading yesterday, which means we're doing proofreading. The cover is not done. I think I mentioned this at the very beginning of this vlog. The cover isn't done, but the cover is at a point where I know what needs to be done. I generally know what color palette I'm wanting to work with. I know how I'm going to put in the little finishing details. There's some additional things I need to draw onto the illustration that I'm going to draw digitally. I figured out how to connect my iPad to my computer and be able to make changes in Photoshop by drawing on my iPad with the Apple Pencil. So I've been doing a lot of test stuff and playing around with things with the cover, and kind of have a rough plan for how I'm moving forward. So right now it feels like I could keep playing with the cover and would probably then end up wasting some time. So I'd rather switch back to proofreading, get that done, and then all that's left will be the cover. And then I can just kind of decide, okay, this is how many days you have to finish the cover, and then we're calling it done. If push came to shove, I could finish the cover probably in 1 or 2 days. It wouldn't have as many of the details as I want, but it would be done. And so I want to just get the proofreading done, because that feels like I just need to like go chapter by chapter and get that done, and that will take however long it takes. Whereas the cover is something that I could let myself take 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Like, it could just stretch out infinitely because I could just keep playing with it. But if I get the proofreading done by a certain day, then it'll be easier for me to like look at my schedule and know, okay, as soon as the cover is done, you get to upload everything. And I think that will motivate me to not take too long with the cover. So I haven't been able to get as much proofreading done this week as I had wanted. I think it was Tuesday that on Tuesday I got everything kind of prepared and had the document on my iPad ready to be proofread. But then I wasn't able to do any proofreading yesterday or on Wednesday. And then yesterday I managed to do 2 chapters before I went to work. But then today, like, I'm so tired. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do any proofreading today. I might try to do 1 chapter. I think I would like to try at least a few pages. And I think this is something else I need to do with the proofreading. Remind myself that I don't have to do, and I probably need to redesign my tracker. I might see how far I get this weekend, and then I can I can change things up. I don't have to do a whole chapter at a time. I can do just a few pages. So I think I'm going to stop talking to you all in just a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to go try to do some proofreading. And if I only get 5 pages done, then that's 5 more pages than I would have done if I didn't do any at all. So I do want to try, you know, over this weekend to just have that perspective of just see how much you can do. If it's not a whole chapter, or if it's not multiple chapters, or if it takes me a while to get through 1 chapter because I'm reading 5 pages and then I'm going and doing something else, and then I'm coming back and doing 10 pages, and then I'm going and watching a YouTube video. Like, my brain is just so tired. And with proofreading, I want to make sure that I am focused and I am paying attention and I'm not missing really obvious things because I'm just so tired, and I'm finding it difficult to remain focused for that long. And so it might be that I have to just stay really focused for like 5 pages and then go relax, and then come back and do 5 more pages and then go relax. So I'll play with that throughout this weekend and we'll just see what happens. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go try to do a few pages. I'll see if I can get 1 chapter total. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab my iPad. I need my little band thing because this is what helps me focus on 1 line at a time. This gets slipped over my iPad, so I need to take... So I need to not fling this away. So I need to take this with me over to my iPad. And yeah, it is 5:09. I'm gonna try to proofread at least until 5:30. If things are going well, I will read beyond 5:30 and try to finish 1 whole chapter. So we'll see. If it takes me 20 minutes to read just 2 pages, then I will stop at 2 pages. But if I actually am like making progress and have just like 3 pages left to the chapter, by 5:30, I will finish the chapter. So elastic band, phone, water. I can turn off all of my computers. I've got all my computers are still like on and stuff. I think I can disconnect everything. No new emails have come in since 5 o'clock, so that's good. Turn off my external monitor. Let's go do some proofreading. Okay, the sun has set. It is 7:05 at night. I got a chapter proofread. So I had wanted to do 2 today. I will be happy with 1. 1 is better than none. This, I feel, is going to be my mantra throughout the rest of the proofreading process. 1 is better than none, and anything is better than nothing, which is basically 2 ways of saying the same thing. But yeah, small progress is progress. So I can grab my planner and cross off proofread. There are other things I had wanted to do today that didn't get done, but that's okay. I just feel really good that I got that chapter done because I was so convinced that I wasn't going to get any proofreading done, and I really need to be doing at least 1 chapter a day, if not 2 or like even 3 would be better. I just don't know how much my brain is going to be able to do. I'm really hoping I can get some good sleep tonight, even like take a nap tomorrow if I don't sleep well tonight. Just try to get a point where my brain feels sharp enough and awake enough that I can do some proofreading tomorrow. Basically with proofreading, I've got my little tracker. Checklist is really what it is, because I'm not setting, like, I have a goal of 2 chapters a day. My ideal deadline to finish proofreading would be September 8th, which would give me all of this weekend and then through next week and all of next weekend. More realistic deadline would be September 15th, which would then give me the week after the 8th and that next weekend as well. So it would give me 2 full weekends and 2 full weeks. And so if I'm only doing 1 to 2 chapters a day, the 15th is more realistic. But if I'm doing 2 to 3 chapters a day, it could be closer to the 8th. But even if I didn't finish until the 15th, that would still give me 2 weeks to work on finishing up the cover. But also, that's the 8th to the 15th is how long I'm trying to give myself to finish the proofread read through. I then have to go back chapter by chapter and make all the corrections. So right now I'm just reading through it and I'm marking things, I'm annotating things, and with my Apple Pencil I'm just making corrections. But I will then go through the manuscript in vellum chapter by chapter and make all the fixes, and also kind of finish the formatting at the same time. So I'm also kind of proofing the formatting while I'm proofing the text. So yeah, so I need to go through, I've already done the front matter and now I've done the first 3 chapters. I need to do chapter 4 through 24 and then the epilogue, and then all the back matter needs to be proofread. I think the back matter is pretty much done, like as far as being written. I might add a few things to the author's note. As I'm reading through the manuscript, I'm taking note of anything that I feel like, oh, you should talk about this in the author's note. So there's one thing that I've remembered already that I'm like, okay, that was something I wanted to talk about in the author's note. So I might have to add a little bit to the author's note, but otherwise I think everything is written. So I'll do a proofread, make sure that the back matter is exactly how I want it, and then go from there. So yeah, I've got a lot of reading to do, and then I'll have a lot of corrections to make. Although so far I haven't found, and it's still early, like knock on wood, so far I haven't found any like outright errors. I'm just finding little things that I'm like, ooh, that word's not necessary, or this could be tighter. So still kind of line editing, but like really minor line editing. Nothing I have marked so far has felt like if I don't fix this, it would be really bad for the book. Everything is more like, well, I still have time to fix it, so I'm gonna mark it. I'm sure there are mistakes that I will find, but I haven't found one yet. And I will probably also proofread the first chapter again, just because I'm always extra paranoid about the first chapter. Like, one of my biggest fears about writing is that there will be a mistake within the first few pages of a book, and it's just like, I at least would want someone to get through the first chapter before they find something that like slipped through the net. But yeah, it went well so far. I'm definitely tired and I could feel it. I wanted to do one more chapter because I could feel I was getting sucked into the story. Like, where I ended, it was like, oh, I know what happens next and I want to keep reading, which is going to be great, because that feeling happens a lot as I'm reading this book. Like, on each reading, I still really enjoy it, which is why I'm so excited to get it done and out for you all to read, because every time I've read it, I really enjoy it. And there are certain chapters that just feel so satisfying every time I read it, even though I know exactly what's going to happen. I still laugh, I still get emotional, I'm still like drawn in and invested in these characters. And like, I wrote it, so obviously I'm going to be invested. But like, I won't lie, there are books where the editing process just felt like it was getting so drawn out and I feel like Brave Together, because that book got so delayed, book 3 of Across the Pond. That book got so delayed, and I feel like I read it over and over and over and over and over again. And it wasn't that I got tired of it, it's just because it was a bad story. It's just, I got tired of working on it and I just wanted it to be done. And I was feeling so bad about how delayed it was getting, and I just really wanted to be moving on to the next one. So yeah, I feel like Brave Together I really struggled with and was not enjoying it as much as I had wanted by the time it was by the time I was proofreading it. It was like, just let me get this done. And so I'm glad that I'm still enjoying this story. So I think it'll be easier to get myself to sit down and do some proofreading over the weekend, because I will have time and I now know like where the story is at, and I'm really excited to keep reading. I'm just so glad I'm finally at this point, because I do feel like it's going to start moving fast again. And I'm excited to get back to the cover once proofreading is done, because I know that once the cover is the only thing left for me to do, I will be so motivated to work on it. But I know how my brain works, and so I do know that the best thing for me truly is to switch back to the proofreading, get that done, and feel like I can really check that off my list. And like, once this is done, the proofreading will be done, all the proofreading corrections will be done, the formatting will be done, the book interior will be finished, and all that will be left is the cover. And I just feel like that is going to be a really big moment for this project, and is going to make it a lot easier to keep up that momentum. So I promise we're getting closer. One of the things I mentioned in the newsletter, because I was talking about in the newsletter that I was moving on to proofreading, you know, that the cover wasn't done, but I was moving on to proofreading. If you're not signed up to my newsletter, the link is in the description box below. Would love it if you would sign up. I send out an email, a short email every Friday. I might be switching that to Saturdays. I don't know. We will see. Fridays are just a little bit difficult, but I'm gonna see if I can still make it work for Fridays. But yeah, I mentioned in the email that I put so much pressure on myself with these books. And whenever I feel like I'm getting behind on deadlines, you know, the deadlines that I set, and I could just not talk about them and not give you any idea when I'm hoping for or planning for releasing a book. And I think I've talked about this on here as well. I could just keep it to myself, but I do like letting you all see how You can have the best intentions, you can set what you think are realistic deadlines, and then life just gets in the way. And so I feel like it's valuable for me to be able to see looking back, but also for any of you who are aspiring indie authors, that when you are an indie, there are so many things that you are in charge of, but as a result, there are so many things that you really can't control because you just don't know how it's going to work out. Whether you do everything yourself, like I do, or you outsource things. When you outsource things, then you're dependent on other people's schedules. And if something happens in their life, it can cause a delay. So I do think it's valuable to share, but then I always feel like I've told people I'm aiming for this date or this month or this time or this whatever, and now I'm not going to meet that deadline. What if someone was getting really excited for a September release? Like, it's not, I'd wanted to release it in June or July, and then that didn't happen, and then I thought August, and then that wasn't going to happen, and then I thought September and thought for sure I could make September work. September's not going to happen. Now I'm really hoping for October, and I do think, knock on wood, I do think October will finally be it. But something else could happen, and I don't know. There are certain things that I just don't have control over. So I then start to feel or fear that what if I'm disappointing someone, that, you know, the book now isn't going to be out in August, September, you know, what I've already said. But ultimately, I'm the person who ends up the most disappointed because I really wanted the book to be out earlier this summer. And then I knew that wasn't going to happen. And so then it's like, okay, but you can get it done by the end of the summer, right as the semester is starting. And then that clearly wasn't going to work out. And so each time I blow past one of these deadlines, I get more and more disappointed. But then I feel like I project that outward to some imaginary person that is now going to be really disappointed in me and never want to read this book because I just took too long. The psychological side of being an indie author, like at a certain point, you really do have to just accept that this is how it is. You can let it drive you mad, or you can just let it go. And I feel like I'm just trying to slowly learn how to just let it go. And I feel like it's my type A personality. I don't know how to let go of the expectations I set for myself. My fear is if I let go of those expectations, I will just stop caring and then nothing will get done. Fellow type A people, let me know if I'm making sense and if you relate to any of this. So yeah, that's just a little snippet of what's been going on in my head over the last few days. But progress, we are making progress. And I think even just by the next vlog, which is going to be I'm going to take tomorrow and Sunday off and then probably vlog on Monday. I think just between now and Monday, there's going to be a lot of progress. And then between Monday and the next time I vlog after that, there's going to be a lot of progress. And like between this vlog and like 3 or 4 vlogs from now, there will be even more progress. So small progress, that's what we're focusing on. And with that, I am going to end this vlog because I need to go like truly just shut down and finish like winding down for the night. So I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd really appreciate both of those things. Say hi in the comments, leave some raindrop and rain cloud emojis for the little bit of rain that Mom and I were able to see from the car today. It did rain a little bit on Mom as she was driving, but it didn't like ever rain completely. But leave some rain cloud emojis to let me know which one of you lovely people have made it all the way to the end of this vlog, because you are the real MVPs and I adore you. Say hi in the comments, let me know. And yeah, let's just chat a bit about expectations that we set for ourselves. Like, how do you manage those expectations? How do you set goals and have expectations without letting that turn into something that you kind of beat yourself up over? Because I feel like that's what I'm constantly struggling with. So any advice or just feelings of solidarity in the comments, I would really appreciate. And yeah, I'm gonna go get on with relaxing for the rest of the evening, and I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!